Yeah, 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 come and take a look at the snow. Bright white as far as your eyesight goes. Come and take a look at the fields of snow. I'll just get my coat, then we're good to go. Come and take a look at the lake. Let's have a quick skate before it gets late. Come and take a look at the frozen lake. Put your clothes on, mate, don't make that mistake.
Greetings, holiday shoppers. There are now 255 shopping days left until Christmas, and you know what that means. That means it's time for another episode of Christmas Creeps, your one-stop shop for holiday movies, TV shows, and all kinds of fun stuff all year round. My name is Joseph Wade. I will be your host for this evening. Here with me tonight is my co-host, Mr. Bradford. Mr. Bradford, welcome back, buddy.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Sleep makes me feel good.
Yes, it does.
That too.
I ain't afraid of no bed.
I ain't afraid of no sleep. Hates that song, by the way.
Adds to the charm.
It does. It makes it funnier every time I play it. So welcome to the official start of barbecue season. Now that we're finally just a week away from Easter, which is the end of candy season. So I hope everybody's got their grills up and running and, be safe out there, but also, make some barbecue, make some steak.
I'm grilling this evening. Really.
Not
a bit.
That's not a bit.
I'm doing El Pastor tacos.
Oh, that sounds good. We had some tacos on the grill just about a week ago, didn't we?
Yes, you and I in real life, not made up.
Not made up. I visited Brad. We had a little bit of Brad Fest for a weekend, and he made us some very good tacos.
I'm glad you liked them.
Yeah, me and Brad and the boys, we played board games for 3 days straight. And
I was sick of board games by the end of it.
People ask.
I think everybody was.
So, did y'all go do anything? Did you go, see any sights while you're up north? No, we played board games for 3 days, and we didn't even leave the house.
Yes,
and it was a wonderful time.
It was beautiful. It was great, and I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's between that and then just the week that I've had in general, I'm ready to just potato for a few days and just enjoy being inside.
Yeah. It's all the pollen helped. The pollen here is, the pollen here is terrible.
Yes,
I've been trying to be outside despite it, but it's a losing battle.
It's one of those things you just kind of have to power through every spring because that's just how the world works.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah,
so, but it's
life.
Beautiful weather. It's just terrible pollen. So
that's true. That's true.
What are you gonna do?
You know what I'm gonna do? For this episode, I'm gonna crack open a cold one, and we're gonna have ourselves a can check.
Okay, go ahead. I already opened mine. If you couldn't tell.
Oh, okay. What you working with tonight, bud?
I'm keeping it simple. I've got a Gansett.
Okay, perfect. I love a good Narragansett.
Yes. What about you?
I've got a Sam Adams cold brew coffee stout.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I was gonna guess you were gonna you were gonna do a banana slamma, but
no.
I guess maybe you're out of those, or maybe they don't let you take them away from the stadium. I don't know how this works.
So apparently you can get them out. Okay, let me back up for just a moment. Last night I went to my first banana ball game, which was a complete experience.
What?
Fully willing to tell you about.
Yeah, I'd have no idea what the heck you're talking about, other than you shared a picture of a can of banana beer that you said you were drinking behind a stadium. So please walk me through this. Okay,
so Banana Ball is a brand new league for I guess you could call it minor league baseball. I guess it's 10 years old, so it's been kind of brewing for a little bit. There's 6 teams in the league, and the best way that I can describe it is it's basically like if the Harlem Globetrotters played baseball.
But there's multiple teams, so they're usually the thing with Harlem Globetrotters, right? Is their thing is they're doing the tricks and being silly on the court and all that. But are both teams doing silly things in Banana Ball?
Yes. So with the Harlem Globetrotters, they always play the Washington Generals is the antagonist team, and the thing with the Globetrotters is that the Globetrotters never lose. in Banana Ball, even though there are 6 teams, they made damn sure that the Savannah Bananas won that game last night. And it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Who did they play?
It was a team called the Texas Tailgaters.
Okay.
And so the entire team were all done up like...
No.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Is their mascot an alligator?
Absolutely it is. Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Keep going.
Okay. But so they made absolutely damn well sure that the Savannah Bananas won this game. At the start of the game...
is it a thing where the Savannah Bananas always win? No?
I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know that for sure because, like I said, there's 6 teams in the league, so they can't win every game, right?
Right. Exactly. Like the fix is not in for every single one, and if it is, and it's like the Savannah Bananas always win, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. Sorry,
so
I've interrupted too many times already.
No, it's fine. So there's the Savannah Bananas. There's the Texas Tailgaters, the Loco Beach Coconuts, the Indianapolis Clowns, and then just 3 generic teams called the Party Animals, the Firefighters, and the Visitors. I don't know what any of their deals are, but tonight I witnessed the Savannah Bananas defeating the Texas Tailgaters.
Okay. I would imagine that those 3 like generic teams are like, we literally cannot get the other team together to play, but we got to put on a banana ball game. So they get like 3 guys from the back office, 2 people from the Savannah Bananas in disguise, and then like, you know, however many other people are on a baseball team. And it's like, okay, now we have enough to field an opposing team, right?
Right.
I imagine that's what's going on here.
So, and what I gathered was that like this is a league made of like retired Major League Baseball players, I guess minor league players who never made it to the big time, and just various athletes from various walks of life who just want to have fun and play sports, right?
Okay.
And the rules of the so they introduced the game by explaining the rules of the game, and there's like 10 basic rules. Chief among them is that there is a 2-hour time limit for this game.
I love it already.
Like
in and out.
Like, I think what they're actually trying to do is they're trying to get children to pay attention to baseball and like baseball. It's very family-oriented, is the thing.
Wait, okay. This is a family affair. This
is a family affair, yes.
First and foremost. Okay. I do love the 2-hour limit on hard stop on any sporting event. It meets me halfway, honestly.
It was fun because, like, the first inning went by in like 5 to 10 minutes. Like they were plowing through it. And then about an hour into the game, everything just kind of stops and there's like dance routines and like comedy skits. And I'm like, are they trying to not finish this game?
They're going to pad it out.
Right. So they hit the 9th inning with like 2 minutes to go. And at that point, they just stopped the clock.
So this is all a well-oiled machine, is what you're telling me.
It is. Like I'm sure there's like a massive amount of like kayfabe that you have to kind of like accept.
So this is the pro wrestling of baseball, basically, right?
It kind of is the pro wrestling of baseball. And it like the innings are played as like a match play kind of thing. Like whichever team makes the most runs within an inning scores a point for that.
Okay. I like it. These are actually
yeah, and like
got it.
So there's things like, you know, after the 4th ball, you don't walk to the next base. You race as fast as you can, as far as you can, and the other team has to pass the ball amongst them until all of them have touched it. And wherever you are, that's where you stop.
I was gonna say, now on a scale, how wacky are these hijinks?
I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10, these are like a grade 7 wackiness. And I'm sure the closer you're sitting to the actual field, the wackier it becomes.
Okay.
We were sitting pretty far in the outfield, so you kind of really had to like focus your attention on the tiny little baseball diamond across the stadium.
But you were having a good time.
We were having a good time. And like where the beer comes in is they have their own like specialty brewed banana beer that's actually brewed with bananas and is actually quite good. It's like a session ale. But after about the fourth or fifth inning, I got up to try and go get me another one.
I thought you were going to say after about the fourth or fifth beer.
After the fourth or fifth beer, I got up to get a sixth when they informed me that they had completely sold out and there was no more banana beer in the venue.
Well, better luck next time.
Oh, yeah. It was by far my favorite part of the evening because it was good beer. But the game, it got to the end of the 2 hours and the Savannah Bananas are down by 3 points. And at this point, they go into sudden death mode where every base hit scores a point. And so just by wacky happenstance, the Savannah Bananas scored 4 runs and won the game at the very end.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? I know. I don't actually know if that's how it operates or not, because the whole thing is just for fun. But at the very end, we're all tired, we're all slightly drunk, and we're just we're ready to go home. And they're going into 4 or 5 rounds of sudden death to end this game to get the Bananas the win. It's a struggle.
All right,
but the last thing I'll say about all this, and then I'll stop because this is not what the episode's supposed to be about at all.
Yeah,
that if the point of Banana Ball is to get children to pay attention to baseball and enjoy baseball, I think they failed because there's so much else going on around the game. I forgot the game was being played half the time.
Right.
Because first of all, they're sprinting to finish it in 2 hours. So there's no downtime between pitches. They're just going,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think they kind of missed the plot. They kind of lost the plot is what it sounds like.
By the end, yeah.
I think the best way to get children interested in baseball is to leave your phone at home and force them to sit through an entire baseball game to where they're so bored they can't do anything else but actually pay attention to the baseball game.
I think so, yeah.
Just it's not fun for anybody, but that'll be a way to get your child interested in baseball, I suppose.
Sure. And the other thing I guess you could do is to start encouraging professional players to do backflips and things during the game.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a good thing I did not go because I think half the time I would be tempted to shout "Blurn" all the time,
Blurn's ball.
All it makes me think of is Blurn's ball from Futurama.
Yeah.
So they finally jazzed it up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah, and two, just between you and me, this was at the football stadium of your alma mater. So
yes.
And my father's as well. So my dad was deeply invested in how did they make a baseball stadium, or how do they make a baseball diamond on this gridiron? Well, they sure did.
There's a baseball field right across the road.
Literally across the street. Yes, but the thing is that you can fit more people into the football stadium, and it was a sold out crowd.
So you're telling me this had more of a draw than an actual baseball game.
Yes, this is the most amazing thing to me. It was sold out. We got there 5 hours before the venue just to make sure we got a space.
That's wild to me.
And
5 hours.
We were there all day, okay?
Did you get some good tailgating in at least?
If by tailgating you mean drinking beers in the woods,
pounding tall boys behind in the woods behind the baseball stadium, yes, I do call that a good time.
Drinking banana beer with my dad.
That's what I'd be doing rather than watching the baseball game. Anyways,
it was a good time. I'll say that. I'll say it was a good time, worth it once, but it was just weird, this is a huge industry, apparently, that they've invented for themselves.
Well, we were supposed to have our big weekend up here this weekend, but you and your brother made it sound like the second coming, so you couldn't miss it.
We had to because we were in a lottery 6 months ago to get these tickets, and then once we got the tickets, yes, I'm not kidding. These tickets are apparently impossible to get, and the fact that we even got them in the first place was a minor miracle on its own.
Okay. Takes all kinds, I suppose.
Yes, and now that we've done it and experienced it, we can just say, all right,
done it, and you're good.
We've done it, and I'm good.
All right. Cool.
I'm sorry for wasting half of this mini episode talking about fake baseball.
I got the sniffles. I'm sorry. It's my allergies.
You're good. You're good.
We watched a thing for this.
We watched a thing for this. Like, last time we were talking about Ghostbusters a little bit, and it got us to thinking, like, hey, we haven't really done anything Ghostbusters related on this show before. So we went and looked around, and there's Ghostbusters 2, which is more of a New Year's film, which we may do, New Year's Eve sometime soon. But the only other thing is a Christmas episode of The Real Ghostbusters. So that's what we're discussing tonight. It's the season 1 episode of The Real Ghostbusters called Xmas Marks The Spot.
All right, let's get moving.
Let's get cracking. Bradford, what's your experience with The Real Ghostbusters, for starters?
I probably caught it on syndication like once or twice when I was little, and that's about it.
Okay.
As an adult, pretty solid little 80s adaptation cartoon.
Yeah, I remember liking this a lot as a little kid and really never going back to it. But like watching
it's got some star power to it too. You've got Arsenio as Wilson, right? Or Winston?
Winston, yeah.
And then is it Lorenzo Music doing Venkum?
Yeah, doing Venkman, yes.
Venkman. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm not the biggest GB head. And then you got a couple other notable cartoon voice actors for Ray and the other guy, Egon, right?
Yeah. Ray is Frank Welker, aka Megatron.
AKA Scooby-Doo. He did a bunch of other stuff too, right?
Oh yeah, he's one of like the guys. And then Maurice LaMarche as Egon, also known as the Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, that's where it's at. But it really messes me up with Lorenzo Music because all I can think of, I did not watch much of this as a child, but one thing I did watch religiously was Garfield and Friends.
Yes,
like every week. At least that was a formative part of my childhood, was watching Garfield and Friends. So all I can think about every time he speaks is just, oh, it's Garfield.
Yeah,
this is Garfield.
So this is the second time we've had to watch a Christmas cartoon where Lorenzo Music complains about Christmas.
Yes. It's fun. It's a fun little riff on the Christmas Carol formula. I will say this. Ghostbusters is very well suited to like the Saturday morning cartoon formula, right?
It really is, isn't it?
Because you can do like the monster of the week. There's a different problem every week. They're working a job. Like new things always come up. You have this staple of characters who all have like kind of their own little quirks and kind of play off of each other. It's a good little show. I like it.
Yeah, and it's in that little window of time in like the late 80s and early 90s. I think it was right before the government mandated that like Saturday morning cartoons had to have like an educational component to it.
Yes, yeah.
Because like they didn't have to do a Christmas Carol episode, but they did. And it doesn't get very deep into like the lore of A Christmas Carol, but I appreciate that they what's the word? They did their homework, basically.
They did. There's a couple lines from A Christmas Carol in it, actually, like the more gravy than grave and all that.
Yeah, which I can never hear that and not think about Statler and Waldorf just laughing at that.
Yes. Yeah. So what happens in this episode? We're gonna keep it really short.
Keep it light.
Is the Ghostbusters travel through time. They go through a time hole, and they end up in like a time-space hole, I guess. They end up in A Christmas Carol, and they end up doing the Ghostbusters thing.
Wait. Hang on. Wait, stop. What? We need to stop.
What?
Because this suggests that the events of A Christmas Carol happened in real life.
Well,
because they go back in time.
They kind of address. Well, they say that they kind of address it at the end of the episode, because they're like, "Oh, I thought it was just a made up story." They go through like a reality hole. They go to a different reality, a different time, whatever. But for some reason, it has an influence on their current present day. We'll get to it.
Well,
we're gonna get to it,
of course, yeah. But the time tunnel is in like on a mountainside in upstate New York.
Yeah, and they go to a Christmas Carol.
They go to a Christmas Carol. Yes,
and they end up busting the three spirits, as one does when one is a Ghostbuster, and then they travel back to New York City, and put the three ghosts into their big ghost trap, whatever it's called, the containment
the
field.
Containment unit. Yeah,
and come to find out, Scrooge is now apparently real in this reality, and he wrote a book about how much he hates Christmas, and now everybody hates Christmas, and nobody celebrates Christmas anymore.
And so what they come back to New York and discover is that like Scrooge has essentially turned New York City into Pottersville, because now everybody hates each other and they all hate Christmas.
Yeah, they're very mad at one another. There's also like a little plot about how Venkman? Is it Venkman?
Yeah, Venkman.
Bill Murray. Lorenzo Music. Doesn't like Christmas because his father was absent around Christmas time every year, apparently. Has a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And I wonder if anybody's going to learn an important lesson by the end of this episode. So they decide, most of the Ghostbusters decide they have to save Christmas. And so Egon goes into the containment device to get the three ghosts back. It's all very daring and risky. And the three other Ghostbusters travel back through the wormhole, the reality hole, I guess you'll call it.
Right.
In order to basically buy time and also kind of try their best to be the three ghosts and convince Scrooge of all the things the ghosts were doing. Yep, it's a children's cartoon, and it goes about as how you would expect.
It really is,
so,
yeah.
Everything turns out all right in the end.
It's the important part of it, but I found it very funny that like Peter Venkman has to be the ghost of Christmas past, and like basically puts a Viewmaster on Scrooge's face and shows him pictures of old-timey England.
And pushes him around in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
it doesn't go particularly well for any of them, especially not for Ray, who is the ghost of Christmas future, but is committing to the bit of not talking, as though Scrooge would know that the ghost of Christmas future does not speak. And so they're kind of doing like a charades bit, and it's not working well. But
I guess it was really only so that Scrooge would not come away from this experience thinking that the ghost of Christmas future sounded like an idiot.
Yeah, I guess so. For all we know, he could sound like an idiot. Maybe that's why he doesn't speak. Maybe he's self-conscious about it. But thankfully, Egon rescues the ghosts in time and makes a daring escape from the containment field, rushes somehow back through this fiction hole, and delivers the ghosts in time for them to do what they need to do, and Christmas is saved.
Christmas is saved, and if this episode had been like a few minutes longer, I feel like there would have been a subplot about the three Christmas spirits being mad at the Ghostbusters for busting them.
Yeah, they kind of were chill about it, honestly.
Yeah, they really were chill. They were like, yeah, okay, we get it. We have to go.
Maybe they know about the Ghostbusters, and they're just like, that's what Ghostbusters do. Water's wet, bustin' makes them feel good.
Yeah, feel good. We get it.
I kind of want to watch the original Ghostbusters now. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me, but this actually also kind of makes me want to go back and start rewatching this series, because I had a good time with this episode. It moves so fast.
The animation's pretty good. The voice cast is good. Everybody's it would be so easy to take a property like this, and you see it all the time with like 80s cartoons that are adaptations of popular films.
Yeah.
And just kind of phone it in. It's done. But there was some real care put into this show, I think. Some real actual love for the property, I think.
Yeah, because this was a show that... Yeah, I think so, because this was a show that came out like a couple years after the original Ghostbusters. And I think they realized that the original movie was not very... I hate using this word, but not very toyetic.
Yes.
And so they made a Ghostbusters cartoon that would be toyetic. And oh boy, did I have a shitload of those toys as a kid. I know I did. Yeah. I mean, this takes me back to like this is one of those like first kind of like childhood obsessions of mine where like I know I was all about this. I couldn't tell you a thing about it though.
What's there to tell you about? It's the Ghostbusters.
It's the Ghostbusters, yeah. So, like, a lot of people, when they say they're big Ghostbusters fans as, like, 40-year-old adults, what they really mean is that they're big fans of the Ghostbusters cartoon. And I get that. I do.
Okay. Wow.
But
I did not know that.
Well, yeah,
this is the big one, huh? Not the movie?
I think the movie is its own thing. And a lot of people love the movie. But then a lot of people also grew up watching this cartoon series, so they have a special affection for this.
What was it originally on?
I think it was in
network?
syndication. Like
from the drop?
Yeah, I think so.
So it would have been on like your WB at the time or whatever.
In the late 80s.
Or what was it? UPN? It would have been like a UPN CW kind of situation.
Maybe not. I think it was more just like whichever. Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay. It started out on ABC and then it entered syndication the year after. Okay.
Got it. And then it would have been whichever local affiliate whichever of the big four locally decided to pick it up for that area. Region.
Decided that this is going to be a part of our, Saturday morning cartoon block.
Right. Man, TV was weird way back when.
Yeah.
TV was kind of a big deal, huh?
Like I remember like the Fox, like the Fox Kids like Saturday morning brand. You had all your Fox stuff on there, but also, you had Animaniacs and Batman, which were like those were Warner Brothers properties, but the ownership landscape back then was a lot different than it is now, huh?
Well, I think Fox also was the one that aired Pokemon during the height of the craze, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Or it was on WB. It was on Kids WB, right? One of those two. I don't know.
Yeah, it was in there. It was in the mix somewhere. That like Pokemon came out like right at the point where I was like, I'm over Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
so,
I was super into Pokemon, and I was super into the show until they had Ash lose they built up to the Do you know about this?
No.
During the first season of the show, they built up to Ash entering the Pokemon League, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were hyping it up, and they're like, Ash is going to the Pokemon League. He's finally got all the badges. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna become the Pokemon Master? No, he's not. He loses. I was so mad.
Oh my god!
I was so disappointed. I stopped watching the show after that. And it's definitely narratively way more interesting to have him lose.
Right, yeah, because then where do you get he wins?
But 12-year-old me did not care. 12-year-old me wanted Ash to win the Pokemon League.
12-year-old Brad thought this was real sports.
Yeah. Oh well. Was I 12 or 11? I was on the very cusp of being too old to watch this show, but I did not care.
That's okay.
Anyways.
It like we keep saying, it takes all kinds, right?
Takes all kinds.
Well, I think the final question we have to ask is would you put this episode of Ghostbusters on at a Christmas party?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely would.
It's a good show. I'm sure there are a lot of people who fondly remember it, and it's got Garfield in it. What's not to like?
It's got Garfield. Yeah, of course.
Every time I hear Lorenzo's music's voice come out of somebody other than Garfield, it messes me up, man.
Well, you know the big bait and switch regarding Lorenzo music and Bill Murray, right?
Well, Bill Murray was in the actual Garfield film, right?
Yes, exactly.
So it's like a reverse kind of situation here.
Yeah.
Just 15 years prior, is that about right?
Something like that. Yeah, Bill Murray plays the character, Venkman and Garfield in live action, and then Lorenzo music plays him in the cartoon.
Yes.
Everything was new again.
All right.
Oh boy.
Everything that's old is new again.
There's not a lot to say about this episode, as it turns out.
It's really not.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
it's no, we appreciate, like, there's a craftsmanship that went into like these 80s cartoons, which I know sounds silly, and like, oh, this guy, I'm obviously looking at these through like rose tinted glasses, but there is. I mean, they farmed out the animation to some Asian studio, I'm sure, that I'm struggling to find, but I think it's the same folks that I think did like Inspector Gadget and shows like that.
Right.
In that same kind of general wheelhouse. God, our animation friends are going to be so mad at me for not getting this right.
Get it together.
Niall's going to be beating down my door digitally.
Right, I got to write. Let's see. Sorry, I have to write something down.
Okay.
I think you're right. There is a certain amount of love and care put into this that you don't see in a lot of cartoons and licensed cartoons, you know. It's kind of the afterthought, hey, it's for kids. They'll choke down any Drek you give them, especially if it's a property they're familiar with. But somebody cared enough to put in the effort for this show.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this episode came from the first season, of which there are 7. So that alone should tell this show had legs.
Yeah, it ran for a long time, well into the 90s, which is pretty surprising. Yeah, which
I'm sure is when I picked it up, like right when it was ending. So that's when I would have been like 4 or 5 years old.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so that's the Real Ghostbusters, friends. It is on YouTube, so if you're interested, we'll put the link to that in our show notes. You can go watch it on YouTube.
Easy watch.
And I know there's like other sort of seasonal episodes of this cartoon, so we may be back around to Ghostbusters before too long.
We're going to watch the Arbor Day episode next, I think.
Hell yeah.
Where Ray plants an apple tree.
You know,
there's no ghosts in the episode. He just plants a tree and takes care of it. It's pretty riveting stuff.
They have to catch the ghost of Johnny Appleseed.
There you go.
Who just wants to plant ghost apples all across America. That's stupid. Okay, we're done. Just declaring that the show is done because I had the worst idea ever. All right. Anyway, folks, this is a stocking stuffer. We're talking for half an hour ish about a TV episode, and we're done. So if you want to talk to us online, you can find us on all the socials at Christmas Creeps. You can go to our website, christmascreeps.com, or you can find us on Discord. Join our Discord channel and talk to us there, because that's where most of our real conversations happen. We'll have the link to that in our show notes. Bradford, anything I'm missing?
Yeah. Thank you for listening. We know you have a lot of choice when it comes to entertainment and podcasts in general. We do really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. And we will see you hopefully we'll see you again soon. We're trying to do better than one episode a month, but you know what? We'll see what happens. So, we wish you a lovely spring. We'll see you soon. Good night, everybody. Creep it real.
Bustin' makes me feel good. Bustin' makes me feel good.